So this is a quick video about AI implementation and how you can I'm building a framework on how to actually implement all these AI features into business, because right now I feel that everything's scattered right now with AI. So you have a lot of useful tools, but they're not they're all scattered, and there's not a cohesive structure that you can use to know what actually works and what doesn't, and to what degree you can lean on AI to actually get good results. So I wanted to make that, and what better way to start than the personal MBA framework that separates or makes five categories of business, which are value creation, marketing, sales, value delivery, and finance. And we're going to use this framework and check each task of each category and see where AI can fit and where does it actually do a good job, and where it's useful to build AI projects. And after that, after the framework is complete, I will test those projects that are the most interesting and do use cases on how to implement each one of the specifics. I think that could be interesting, and it could be a very positive thing, at least for me. Since this is my work now, and I hope that it can be useful for others. So let's jump right in. Be interesting as well. So starting with value creation. Value creation is just finding something that people want or need, just developing or improving something that you have. The main objective is to produce or repackage something valuable that people just are willing to pay for in exchange for value, which is everything here is like very simple business, or the very simple business framework, and see on how the business framework, how can we build or replace it, not replace it, but have it with a layer of AI that can cover those basic tasks. And once it can do the task, then it can do the reasoning and the strategy. But well, depends on the model. Maybe this gets outdated and we have a super agent that can do anything. But right now it's not so advanced. So I think having a framework and chunking up the task would be very interesting, because just AI has HASD and it gets distracted and it does whatever. So back again to value creation. The main objective is to produce or repackage something valuable that people are willing to pay for. So you find something valuable. How do you do that? It's basically trends and customer feedback. And just using the Hormozi framework, Saint Hormozi, we're just looking here for the dream outcome and finding the dream outcome, because all of this is the rest of the promise that also generates value, but it's more on the value delivery. You're promising that it's going to be fast and it's going to be without sacrifice or effort on this side. This is just brand. So how can we find this dream outcome? Could be market research trends and analyzing your customer feedback, which is the most interesting one. If you haven't customers yet, just go for trends. And assessing a product market fit, where you can test your minimal viable product or minimal viable offering, and just testing. or tasting. Anyway, that's it. And some interesting projects could be product service improvement, AI market research, and customer feedback analysis, where you collect all this data and make AI analysis for you so you can get interesting insights. That said, we can go on to marketing. So marketing is just getting attention, right? Yeah, right there. Marketing is just getting attention and target those people that are interested. And there's a lot of money poured in marketing, and especially with the big companies that make ads like Meta or Google. I think this is what the easiest one that AI can pull off, basically because it's mostly testing, and since it's very forgivable, you can just let AI do the creatives and try testings, and keep trying to see what it sticks. You could divide marketing into outbound or inbound, which is basically just if you are reaching out to them or they're reaching out to you. And here we could make another subdivision. For example, in inbound we could say YouTube, blogs, or SEO. And for outbound we could say email, DMs, calls, and ads, which is outreach and ads. Some use case that we can have here. I think the main thing with marketing is taking care of the content, because LLMs are very good at content generation. I mean, at scale, maybe not the quality yet, especially in video and audio, which is not yet there. But there's a lot of prompts that give you very good copy, and also amazing images that you can work with that. There's also very good AI that does SEO. I'm not a professional on SEO, but I've heard they are quite good. So everything text and image related, it's quite good at the moment. Same well as emails and DMs. Calls are not right there because of the audio is laggy. I mean, it's robotic. Still is not quite there. It has improved a lot. The best one is ElevenLabs, but it's again it's not quite there. And some interesting use case and implementation could be as following. Again, content creation and distribution for SEO, blogging, and video content. Not yet video, but just scripts and things like that can help you generate ideas and watch for, again, market trends that you can make videos about. And your outbound marketing strategy, you could use things like Aid Creative that generates the copy and the images. That could be interesting for ads. And also here we could use it as well to generate the copy for emails and DMs, which is just basically text. And you could also automate this part. This has been already automated without AI, but you could improve, especially on the DM side, have an outreach chatbot or an outreach agent that could help you automate more in lead nurturing or on lead generation and that kind of stuff. And this is what basically the big companies like Google and Meta do. So I wouldn't focus on this part because the professional have it. So no need to worry about that. Next one is sales. Sales is just turning leads or interested people, well, people that are interested in your service into customers. And some interesting use cases, you could separate these into which is physical products, or more like assisted and unassisted sales. So unassisted would be mostly e-commerce, but you could argue there are some cases where for physical products there's a salesman here. So it's maybe just say landing pages and a salesman, which can be combined, but let's just separate it in assisted or unassisted. So here we could do something like analyzing sales call efficiency and monitoring CRM automation. So everything that's recorded goes automatically updated in the CRM, so you don't have to lose time there. Or evaluating dynamic pricing strategies, but this is more like a business strategy than an AI. AI can help do that, but it's more a strategy than a sales tactic, really. And some interesting use cases and implementation could be sales call optimization. So AI makes sales more personalized and efficient, gives you the right information. The thing we mentioned before, which is CRM insights and automations. So the data goes and it's updated directly into the CRM after the calls. Dynamic pricing and sales forecasting would be going into unassisted, and sales calls training. And AI could also help you improve your landing pages because it helps you create them. I don't think there's A/B testing right now with AI that helps you improve in e-commerce, but if someone knows about it, I will be very happy to hear it. Now we go back to value delivery, which is one of the most interesting ones, which is actually keeping your promise and giving the customer the thing that they want while they're happy about it. So one thing that's here that's very interesting, which has been there's been a lot of hype about it, especially lately, since Klarna has like fired 700 people and replaced them with a chatbot that handles customer support. This is one of the first things that everyone went in a rush to create customer support with AI. So that's one. And then we have things like demand planning, which is crucial for e-commerce, and the actual benchmarks after implementing this demand planning, which is actually having the right stock in the right moment, not overstock or not stockouts. This could increase between 5 to 15% revenue. So that's cool, just for having the right stock on the right moment. And then standard or more like specific workflow automations, that very repetitive tasks that are very prone to automation. But this is very specific to the specific use case, right? So there's not something that we can generalize here, but it could be very interesting to do, because there's a lot of repetitive tasks that are very easy to automate. Not necessarily with AI, but definitely it can help. I forgot to mention, but everything here needs metrics and performance. So metrics and performance to make sure you're doing the right thing. And AI can help you gather that data and analyze it, and then put it into business intelligence panels or things like that, like Power BI or wherever you have, to make sure that you're within KPI. BI is very interesting, but there are simpler ways to do it, like just Excel, and you don't need to overcomplicate yourself. Just have a very clean framework. And then we have finance, which I don't really know about this one, which is, yeah, it's not my area of expertise, so I won't touch it. But I've heard there's very interesting things in accounting, especially for financial data management and data cleaning. But I don't don't really know a lot about this one. This is just a rough sketch of the framework. If there's anything that you find interesting to add, I'm very grateful if you could comment and see that there's anything that you would like to add. I'm trying to build this, and I'm mostly speaking to myself on how to create this thing that can be very useful in the implementation, and just chunk it up step by step or department by department, and see which one has the better ROI, and start implementing with that. On the value delivery, I think is the easiest one, and then on the marketing, also there's a lot of work that can be done there, but it's just a starting point. I will link below a framework that is a little bit more clean, and I will start working on the projects, different projects. If you want one project that you want to see me do that, I will be very happy to check your suggestions and maybe start with something that you could find valuable. I think that's everything. Check the link below if you want to see a more organized and step-by-step, more clean framework, and how the examples could work for each department. And that's it for today. Next time I will start completing these projects and see, like, making more comprehensive tutorials on each step of the way, and I'm sure it will be a very fun journey. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.